Imagine if you could have instant insight, the right answer to the problem you've been stuck on, the next step that would catalyze your results, save you time, or prevent disaster even before it starts. We're not talking about magic or even anything woo woo. We're talking about your intuition. It's a muscle. And yes, it's physics too. We'll get to that. When people talk about intuition, they often say it's your inner voice, your inner truth, your gut feeling. And yes, that is absolutely part of it. Part of your inner knowing that takes you to the next step that is right for you. But what is actually happening and how it works is so much bigger. Your intuition is part of what I also call your full spectrum intelligence, your built in ability to expand your perception, awareness, and access and apply the trillions of bits of invisible information that is always all around you. Think about your phone receiving a text message or an email from halfway across the world in seconds. You don't see the data traveling, but it arrives because it's riding on invisible frequencies. Frequencies always carry packets of data, packets of information. Your intuition, your full spectrum intelligence works in the same way. Your body, your brain, your awareness, they are like highly tuned receivers, constantly sensing and pinging the cloud of invisible information that surrounds you and pulling it down exactly when you need to use it in that moment. But here's the problem. Most people rely on their logical mind. But logic and reason, according to neuroscience, account for only about 5% of the results we create, our actions, our decisions, and our behaviors. That's like reading one book when you have the access to the entire internet. Your logical, analytical brain is powerful, yes, but it's limited. It's part of your conscious mind. And your conscious mind only processes 40 bits of information per second and only a few events at a time. Meanwhile, your full spectrum intelligence, your ability to go beyond logic, can sense and interpret trillions of bits of invisible information in real time. Think of it like the visible light spectrum. Humans only see a thin slice of reality, red through violet, right? Roy G. Biv. But beyond that, there are trillions of other frequencies, gamma rays, microwaves, radio waves, all that we never see with our eyes. And just because you can't see them, it doesn't mean they're not real. And it doesn't mean they don't have an effect. Gamma rays can target cancer cells. Microwaves heat your food. Radio waves carry voices and beautiful music across the planet. Sonar lets dolphins see in complete darkness, creating mental images from sound waves of objects around them so they can navigate and know exactly where to go, even when their eyes can't. It's such a great metaphor. These invisible frequencies are packets of information. They have purpose, they cause action and results. And like I said, your intuition and your full spectrum intelligence works in the same way. And this is why I call it full spectrum, because you're going beyond the ability to access the full spectrum of information, not what's just logical or visible. And going back to the analogy, you're like an IoT device pinging the cloud. You have the ability to ping this universal cloud of information and pull down what you need. And this cloud, it's not mystical. It's a massive field of interconnected but invisible data, thoughts, emotions, opportunities, and solutions, all connected to everyone and everything. These invisible frequencies are always active. They're happening all the time, right around you, and they might just have exactly what you need. When you hone your intuition, your full spectrum intelligence, you're simply accessing and applying the exact data you need in real time to make faster, better decisions and avoid wasting more time and more energy on something that isn't the right fit. So here's the real advantage. This hidden data, the invisible information in the cloud you can sense, it's not going to show up necessarily in AI or on a spreadsheet or in a book or in a pitch deck. It's in the subtle behind the scenes signals. The challenge or issue that nobody's saying out loud, or maybe don't even know is happening. It's the person, client, or investor who looks good on paper, but would cause headaches later, or even waste your time or money. Or maybe the lead, the sales lead, who's quietly looking for exactly what you have to offer right now because of their own emotions, wants, and desires. And this is why logic alone is not enough. If you're only relying on logic and what you can see, you risk picking the wrong partner, client, or investor, wasting time or heading in the wrong direction, or missing out on opportunities that are right in front of you. But when you use your intuition and you lean on your ability to have full spectrum intelligence, it can give you faster, clearer answers, streamline your solutions, prevent fires before they start, and catalyze breakthroughs you're never going to find just by thinking harder. So, how does this apply to business? Well, it's a thing we vastly underutilize. This is where intuition and full spectrum intelligence turns into a real world superpower. Think about in sales. Perhaps instead of looking at a list of 100 leads, you sense and call the 3 people who are ready to say yes right now. Or maybe you're nudged to attend an event you almost skipped, only to meet the one connector who opens the door to your dream client, partnership, or investor. Perhaps in marketing, you sense the exact message or phrase that's going to resonate with your target audience before you even test it. In partnerships and fundraising, you could perhaps feel which opportunity will open doors and which one's going to create problems down the line. In hiring and team building, you can spot who's truly got what it takes, not just who looks good on paper, who will really fit with your vision and culture. In product innovation and problem solving, you sense needs and solutions before anyone else does. In times of change and uncertainty, especially right now, perhaps you feel the market shift before the data shows it. You know where and when to pivot or what to do in uncertain times when things are murky and foggy. Every vertical of your business, sales, marketing, partnerships, innovation, hiring, fundraising, vendors, everything, revenue, becomes sharper, faster, and more aligned when you tap into your intuition and your full spectrum intelligence. This isn't mystical. It's not woo woo. It's physics, like I said, and it's built inside of you. And this video is just the beginning. I've created a series where we're going to break down exactly how intuition and full spectrum intelligence can help you with sales, marketing, partnerships, innovation, all of the things we've talked about, including navigating change and transition. So if this resonates with you, watch the rest of the series. Check the description and the comments for links to other videos. Stay subscribed and informed because we're going to dive deep into how intuition can create breakthroughs in every aspect of your business. It's a lot more fun and a lot less stress. All right, enjoy.